Hello there guys and welcome back to another live stream. My name's Mike aka Decimal Punked and we are in the Unreal Engine 5.5.4. A little bit of a change from the past few Blender streams, but we will be in Blender after this if there is time and it permits. Anyway, this is my group project and what we're going to be doing, there's a couple of things. So first off, I'm going to be putting in the character portrait to the HUD, and then we're going to be importing the art assets, and then I'm going to be building the bedroom. So that's what we're going to be doing, guys. So first off, I think I'm just going to do the portrait first. So our artist has made this amazing knight. This is the player character, really cool. And I've created a thumbnail. So I brought it into Blender, 3-point lighting, and I created the little image there. So I think we're gonna have to. Oh, it seems like it's already done the setting. Okay. So if I want to go to UI HUD, widget blueprint HUD, and up here, that's where we want to plonk our image. Where are the... If I just put it as... If I just put it as a child under here... Actually... What was it? 50 by 50. 50. Hey, long arm, welcome to the stream, bro. Hey, we got a character portrait. Love it. Okay. So I'm going to call this portrait because depending on the level will depend on the style. So we've got HUD medieval. So if I call that as HUD frame. How are you doing, long arm? So we've got HUD frame, so the HUD frame, the texture would be set. The HUD frame would be set to that, and then the portrait would be based on the player character. Compile, save. Now if I load the medieval level, should see the HUD. That's annoying. It's slightly off center. Why was that? So that's actually right. I had this the other day. So at the moment, that is actually where I need it to be. That is to the ratio. Oh, okay, dude. No worries. Canvas panel is there. Frame. I've not done the alignment on those. The alignment doesn't need to be done on those. There we go. So the settings just need to be played with for the what's it? Because that part of the HUD is meant to be top left. I mean, what I could do is I could just break up the Photoshop and I can just have. I can actually just move those components because at the moment the canvas HUD is basically, you see there, it's the bottom middle section and the frame top left. So if I was potentially to break that into two parts, so you'd have the bottom abilities of the HUD and then you'd have that bit up the top, because there's a tiny thing there. The health bar's overlapping, even though it is in line with the nameplate correctly. It's just where I did the bevel effect on the frame, so it needs a small tweak. But we've got the character portrait in there, so it's quite nice to see the character portrait. Okay, so that's that one done. Okay, so one of the designers is working on the greyboxing. So I need to import the assets. So the assets have already been put in, but they're not. They're just in here. So I'm going to recreate this, make it nice and organized. Sorry, I've got OCD, right. That's annoying. That is, like, you can see it's perfectly lined up. It's perfectly lined up, but it's ever so slightly. I think that's where that one. I think that one was set to center, and I think that one. I mean, it looks in line. You can see the shadow there. Okay, stop worrying about that for the moment. You've got the portrait in. The portrait is in. Right, let's get these assets brought into the project. So, new folder, assets. Because at the moment, there's nothing in greyboxing, so I'm going to get rid of that. Right, memory fragment, pickups, and the props. So this has already been brought in, but it's not organised. So bedroom. Props. Character. Environment. Right, so in the character, there's nothing in the character. There's nothing in the environment, but we've got the props. So there were issues with the import. Nice. Oh. That looks cool. Excellent. Okay, so we have succulent. So I think what I'll do I think the artist hasn't named the material, so what we're going to do, because when you import the model, it brings in the model as well as the materials. So if we just dumped a load of assets within here, if there's materials with the same name but different color, it's going to muck it all up. So It's a little, it's not annoying, but what we'll do is we'll just make a folder for each item. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. That's the bed. Next up is a book. Nice and straightforward. And then we got book open, which is the one we need for the narrative to be written upon. Perfect. Next up is chair. Nice simple chair. It's nice to just check the assets as we're bringing them in. So I'm going to be, once these are all imported, I'm going to be using these to create the bedroom, which is the hub for this game. What's going on with the inside in there? I wonder if that's the shade. It looks like it needs a clean. What's going on with the inside of that? That must be the lighting. The shading. It must be. Okay. So desk. Next up is desk drawer. Okay. Got ya. So this goes inside the desk. Next up is lamp. Nice. And then we've got monitor. Awesome. Awesome. And then we've got a pen. And then a shelf. What is going on at the back there? Some weird shading thing going on. And then we've got the wardrobe. Wardrobe. Nice. Okay, so for the bedroom, haven't got the character yet. The environmental, so basically like the wall panels, floor, ceiling, that will be coming. I've imported the props, so I can get rid of that one. The jungle, I'm not going to make the folders yet. We've not got anything for the jungle. We do have the memory fragment though. Really annoying. Why can't I? Oh, you hold Alt. How annoying. Right, you hold Alt. Oh. This is the problem being between Unity, Unreal and Blender. All the hotkeys are different. Right. So that is memory fragment 1. Memory fragment 2. Oh, dodgy face there. Okay. I'll have to message the artist about that. What one is that? That is memory fragment left. It's not a problem. That can be re-imported. Glad I spotted that. That's it stood out because you can see it just there. So it just needs the face filling basically, or move the vert up, and that will seal the hole. Let's check this one as well. Nice, so those are the 3 memory fragments, so complete, and then 3 fragments. I'll call this memory fragments. I'll just close that and put those in there. Okay, so in the assets we've got the MISC for memory fragments complete and the 3 parts. MISC. And we don't have anything for the World War I yet because the focus is on the medieval. Right, so medieval. Character, environment, props. We don't have any environmental yet. Got the character. Let me just check. We've got 2 broken swords. Right, sorry. Medieval character. That's the ghost. Now, is that the shader? What is the shader doing? It's doing some weird effect. So basically, the opacity on that needs to be lower to make it ethereal. Need to be translucent. There we go. Ghost. So that was on opaque, so just changing that to translucent. I didn't even need to change the opacity. And we've got ghost. So basically when you kill an enemy, there's a chance that the ghost will spawn. If we need to change the opacity on that, we can do. So close that. So under character, ghost, put those in there. Character, ghost, character, ghost. Get rid of that. I don't want to import the Crusader sword, shield, or the knight character yet, because I think the artist is going to make some slight modifications to the colours, because I tweaked the colour palette for the armour, the helmet trim, and the metallic and roughness, so it was more true to reflective armour. So I'm not going to import those just yet. So I'll get rid of that one. Okay, so I'm just going to check what the other member imported. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 17. Okay. Barrel half. What? The barrel squat? Okay. Barricade. Barricade spiked. Brick. Brick half 1. Brick half 2. And then we've got broken sword 1. Broken sword 2. Then we've got crates. And then we've got crate destroyed. And then we've got a crate open. What's going on? So crate open. So crate destroyed. Crate open. So crate destroyed, crate open, crate top, shield hole, and then shield shattered, shield shattered, spear shaft, and spear top. Okay, so all of these will go into the medieval props, because at the moment there's nothing in there. So items, props, there's 18. I've got 18 on my desktop, that's good. Medieval props. Hold on, why is that? Why is that one not moved? Why is that one not moving then? One item moved. Crate open. No, it isn't. Don't lie. What the hell? What a pain in the ass. Why was that not? Right, sorry. So, I've got all the bedroom stuff I need. Memory fragments are there. Got the ghost. And I got all the bedroom. Sorry, that was the medieval one. Yeah. Alright, that's all nice and tidy now. I'm happy. Okay. Right. I need to do the bedroom. So save. Okay, so here's the bedroom. So right, I need light in here. If we have a look at the medieval level, so we've got skylight. So if we just did a skylight, yeah, if we did a skylight, skylight, directional light. So I'm going to put a plane in. Assets. Oh, that's way too big. It's going by meters, isn't it? Scale map. So that is 5, so that would be 3 and 5. So that's wall. So we're going to rotate that on the Z90. Why has that gone? So it's 3. 3 and 5. There we go. Oh, well, that's annoying. Thought I had that lined up perfectly. Give me 1 sec, guys. I did a sketch earlier. So I need to see my sketch. Where was it? Okay. Sip my coffee. Alright, so we've got the bed. I know I did a sketch of the bedroom. Ah, there it is. Shelf. Hold on. Why have 2 just gone in? I dragged in 1. Come on, don't do that to me. What's the height of the player cat 180? We'll go 200. If I get those, Okay. We've got books on the bookshelf. We want snapping. Bugger. Surface snapping. There we go. Right, well that's not really... I want you to snap. Oh. We don't want to rotate. That is definitely not. Oh, so you have to drag it from the folder and then it's... What a pain in the ass. If I turn that off, get rid of that. Why is it putting... Oh, Unreal, how I love you. Right, so it was this one, it was snap into the grid, right, okay. Let's try that again. Why are you being a pain in the ass? You know what, that will do. Rotate. You'd think with the snapping turn on, it would like snap. Why is it being an arse? It will do for the time being. That can be fine-tuned, and I can change the colours of those books. But just for the time being, getting them on there. Okay, so we've got the bed, the books, the shelf. The window goes there, so let's put in the desk next. So let's top down. Okay. Desk goes there. Then we've got the chair. Oh, sorry, Green. Welcome to the stream, bro. Sorry, sorry. I'm like deep in like placing assets. Yeah, welcome to the stream. Things are good. I was quite tired after last night's session. It was like 6 hours 15 of modelling. So I'm just in Unreal. This is the group project, so I've just imported the artist's assets, and I'm just placing those in scene. This is the bedroom level, which is basically like the main hub that acts as the transition point between normal world to spirit world. So yeah, I'm just basically piecing together the assets, putting them in scene, and then the programs will be able to automate the camera. So yeah, I'm just doing a bit of work in that. But yeah, last night was my space station. That's my solo design assignment. That's unrelated to this this group project. Let me show you what the artist has made. This is going to be the player character for this game. It's play as a medieval knight. There's 3 eras: medieval, warzone, and jungle. So I've made the icon for the HUD. So yeah, I'm just piecing together the scene at the moment. I believe a computer's been modelled as well. Oh, now it would be nice. Oh my god, has he put the origin? I think he's put the origin. I think the origin point is off on that. It should be at the lowest edge. That's annoying. I don't even know if that's snapped. That is literally submerged in the table. Turned on surface snapping. Why has it been an arse? Oh my god. What's going on there as well? It's really annoying, it's not snapping. Oh crap, no, sorry, I didn't, dude. I think I got to bed at like 6:30 or 7 in the morning, so I literally ended the stream. I went straight to bed, dude. I'm really sorry. I didn't have a look. I'll make a note and I will have a look after this stream. I do apologise. Yeah, 5.0.1 is the version I'm using. It's really good, dude. Where's that book just gone? Fuck me. This is annoying as hell. I just want to put it on the freaking table. You can see that it's submerged into the table. A new one. Yeah, go on then. What have I just done there? This is winding me up. Well, why has it been an arse and not snapping? This is... Fuck it, that will do. I'm trying to keep my cool. I'm trying to keep my cool. Oh, it's testing my patience. So if I was in Unity, I think this would not be an issue. I don't know why I'm struggling here. Oh, really? End? There's no collision on these. These are just for aesthetics. Okay, let's get rid of that. Okay, it's starting to look like a bedroom. Open book. Nice. That looks really cool, actually. That I really like the. That does actually look really nice. It looks like a cozy bedroom, doesn't it? Right. What other props have we got? So we've got the bed, the book, open book, chair, desk, drawers. We've got the lamp, monitor, pen, shelf, socket. It's just a wardrobe. Oh my god, dude. Let's just turn on that to 10. If we go top, I want to get that perspective. Get that wall, go top. Alt. We do have artists that are going to be making the floor, guys, so that colour is only temporary. Do not fear. Jesus Christ. Oh! That's bright, baby. That looks really nice. That is nice. Let's try. That's ridiculous. My PC fan. GPU 60 degrees. 68. Oh, CPU 68. Whenever I'm in Unreal, like the fans just kick in. It's like I'm not even simulating the bloody game. I'm just placing assets. It's mad. Turn off the lights. What lights do? Ugh! Jesus. That's not any better, to be honest. Hold on, what is that? Preview. Preview? Can you see that? Where's that writing come from? That works better than the bloody directional light. That's much nicer. There's a temporary thingy. I really like that yellow wall, but with the desk being yellow, Material 7. Yellow's my favourite colour. I just feel that's a nicer contrast. It's a warm room. It goes well with the salmon floor. The desk, the vase, everything stands out against that, and the blue goes really well. Blue and yellow is a really nice combo. I mean, technically, you won't really see that. That cabinet, wardrobe. There's going to be a window here. There's going to be a window right there. And a poster here. It's basically the program is going to make the camera pan in sideways, so it's going to go. So what we could. If we had the bed, because the camera needs to pan in here. So I feel like what I might do.
What if you could? What if?
I feel like what I might do is put the longer wall here, because what this bedroom is the hub. So the player presses, play game. They come in here. You have a little automated sequence. The camera pans across, and then it goes bird's eye view on the book. So we don't actually need to see this wall here. So if I let's make the floor bigger. Sorry guys, I'm getting my bearings again with the hold on, what have I just rotated there? The desk. I want the floor. Why is that not... Oh. Sorry, I was so zoomed in. select all of that. For fuck's sake. No, I don't want to move the light. Thank you. I don't like it being black. It doesn't. That's better. Why? I don't know why that was done black. Let's keep it brown. No. No. Dude. So if we have a poster above the bed, I'm not a bedroom designer, guys, just giving you the heads up. I did have a sketch of the bedroom, but with the way the camera's going to be panning in, I wanted it to not be too distracting, so Yeah, it's just gonna have the window would be there. So pan in. I'm gonna go bird's eye view there. That's better. Can you guys hear my fan? That's ridiculous. Jesus. Alright, so I really like that. So with the window behind there, the camera can go pop. I really like that. So with a poster above the bed, okay, so right, the props are in, the book's there. So then when we have the narrative, basically kind of be like zoomed in there. And like I say, we don't need oh, you know what, let's just put the other wall on. I mean, the player's not gonna, they're not gonna see that, so. So we'll have a decal for the poster. Got the room. So that's the bedroom. So what I need to do is go into the main menu. Okay, so for the bedroom, holy shit. Dude. He's bigger than... Oh, nice! The guys, the programmers are putting the... That's so cool. Nice. Right, so scale-wise, I think that's actually pretty spot on. Obviously, where the character is, there's a bit of depth to the... I've lit that really well, you know. That is lit really well. Glitched. Okay. And look at the little portrait I've done top left. Okay. So basically, the bedroom is when you first. If I close the main menu. Level main menu. Oh, that's annoying. The HUD should only get drawn the HUD shouldn't get drawn in the main menu. One sec. Where did I have? I think it was the player. I think it was the player. Draw HUD to screen. It was begin play, wasn't it? Fucking hell. Custom event, draw the HUD. Oh my god. Where the hell is event begin play? Event begin play, there we go. You know what? I'm gonna give that a green. So, right, draw HUD. So event begin play. We only want to draw the HUD. So when we go on the main menu, we've got the HUD. We don't want to see that. What's happened to the mouse? Oh my god. This wasn't... There's nothing in the main menu. The player shouldn't be... Oh my god, I think the programmers have... Right, main menu. Input mode. Sorry, give me 1 sec, guys. Figure out why the bloody HUD is getting drawn. The HUD shouldn't be getting drawn on the bloody main menu. Wasn't doing that when I had this set up. When I first did the main menu, that wasn't happening. So why is that? Draw the HUD. Should only be drawn if or If it's the bedroom or the main menu, we don't draw the HUD. No. Maybe I should have an event tick. So, okay, hold on. Was the draw HUD is up here. Create the HUD, add it to the viewport, but we only want to show that. Okay, current level name. So that will display the name. Oh, something like contains. Oh, numpty. That's really annoying me. That's not straight. I can say that's on the piss. Right, so that's event begin play, but we need to basically check, get the current level name. If it's the bedroom or main menu, we don't draw the HUD. So if either of those are true, we don't draw the HUD. HUD visibility. There we go. God's sake. Now, that's going to need some fine tuning because I don't know what happened, but I did not change that on the main menu. It didn't have the HUD being drawn. The HUD only gets drawn, or should only get drawn, when you're in one of the 3 levels. So, and I've got the logic in there. The programmers can fine tune that. But just temporarily to stop the HUD being drawn to the main menu, that will control it. So if the current level is the bedroom or main menu, we don't draw the HUD. So at the moment, when we press play, we're falling through the floor. So if I go here, and if I do player start, if I just put that there, go to the main menu, there we go. At least they're not falling through the floor. Because basically the character in this room is going to be the kid. I know, dude. Yeah, I remember you saying, yeah, scale. I remember, dude, don't worry. I'm so happy with that lighting. I'm just going to do a print screen for the the group. Right, so just test that again. So from the main menu, we haven't got a manual at the moment, but we've got the options. All of this, I'm going to be designing the look of this, but that's all functioning. I'll put in all the code for that. The manual I'm going to be creating as well. New game brings us into the bedroom, and then from the bedroom, that's the automated process. So I've written the narrative. So basically, the main character starts writing these essays in that book. So it's like just a bit of UI. So when the player's sat at the desk, the camera pans from left to right, and then it goes into bird's eye view of the book, and then the text automatically writes, and then he transitions into a dreamlike state, and then the antagonist is introduced, and then we transition to one of the 3 levels. When you complete a level, you then return back to the hub, repeat the process 2 more times. Do they work? Are you on about all of the options and stuff? Yes, it all works. I can show you the code if you'd like. Oh. That's not right. There's all the code. All works. Lovely, lovely code. I've used this on quite a few projects. Yep. Sound class mixer, sound class mix, and sound class. It's all set up. It all works. So when you adjust the slider, I don't have any audio assets yet, but when you adjust the slider, the music volume, there will already be music playing in the background, so you'll be able to hear that as you adjust it. When you adjust the sound effects, the sound will play, so you get audio feedback as well. Right. Okay, so I've got the temporary fix for here, so press new game, we're in the bedroom, automated sequence, and then it goes into the medieval. I think that's done for Unreal. 2 hours. So what have I done? I've put in the portrait on the HUD, imported all the assets, grey boxed the bedroom. Yeah, we grey boxed the bedroom, so that's all ready for the programmers to automate the camera and get the text automated as well. So I think that's my part in Unreal done for tonight. It's 11:45. I've got to be up at 6, so I did want to do some 3D modelling, but I don't think I'm going to have time. Whenever I do 3D modelling, I'm not even joking, guys, last night did not intend on doing over 6 hour stream. It always happens. 2 hours turns into 6, so I can't do that tonight because we've got a meeting tomorrow and then I've got something else on, so it's a full day tomorrow. But tomorrow night, depending how late I get back, I will do some more modelling on the space station, because I think I was done with the pipes, so I'm going to start modelling the furniture and all the props. And then once that's all done, I'll be able to start modelling the robots. And I'm going to make a project for it as well, so I can test the scale and things. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the stream, guys. It was a short and sweet one. You've seen the art assets, play a character, there's lots of little bits. It's all coming together nicely. Team's doing really great work, so yeah, I'm excited for you to see more of this project as it develops. If you haven't already, feel free to follow on Twitch if you want to see more. If you want to see any of the previous streams I've done, I've got a link to my YouTube below. I've got videos for Unreal, Unity and Blender. Thanks for joining me tonight, guys. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next stream. Stay safe and ciao ciao.